Hello everyone, it's Living the Good Life, and I have an estate sale finds video for you. I went out on Friday, February 15th to an estate sale. It took about an hour to get there. This insomnia, occasional insomnia, really does well for like these early estate sales. If you can't sleep, you just get up, hit the road, and you bypass all the rush hour traffic. You get there and you read a book, and you're first in line, which is pretty much what happened. You know, I had to look around. I thought there'd be other people there. They had all kinds of antiques. You know, they had some jadeite, all the RS Prussia, china. There was furniture, just all kinds of stuff. It was a really good sale in a little house. So the woman was 92 years old and had fallen and went to a assisted living center. They were selling her belongings. One of her good friends was in line there with the first few people. And she was just so sweet. She was a nice little lady and asked me, "Did you know her?" And I'm going, "No, we're just here for the estate sale." You know, I was very polite, but it was just so cute that she thought the people, you know, in line knew her. So, so we got in. I went straight for the jadeite. I know we're looking at RS Prussia, but I went straight for the jadeite, and it was those little bowls that had the pouring spout. They weren't batter bowls, but they were little mixing bowls with the pouring spout, and they were $15 each, and they were small. I had researched them before I went, and a lot of them were selling for about $8. So online, I thought, oh, I'm just going to pass this time. So then I went right back to the dining room, and I hit the RS Prussia. So that's what we're going to see this time. So the first thing I got was this RS Prussia bowl. It's in the sawtooth mold, if that helps any, with the yellow floral decor. It was $10, and it's in these green tones. It is from about 1900 to 1905. Pardon me. And the next thing is this RS Prussia celery dish. All the RS Prussia, pretty much. There was one other piece that was in like the den, and this was right next to the jadeite bowls. And I guess I was in such a rush to get back to the dining room for the other pieces that I had to go back. You know, I kept making loops through the house because occasionally you find something new. Well, and I had forgotten this, so I snapped it up. It was only $8. It is marked RS Prussia. It is in the in the point and clover pattern, and with the spray of roses. $8, like I said. This one was the only thing that was unmarked, and same mold. It is marked. I meant unmarked from a price perspective. Here's the RS Prussia mark. And they went ahead and gave this to me for $3, which was good. I got another celery dish. It's got the same spray of roses, but this one has a lot more detail. They've put more of a gold border around and these green highlights. It is marked as well. And it was really strange because I got up to pay, and there was such a range of prices. This one was marked $8. This one was marked $20. This one was marked $15. And I said, you know, it's just so odd that you'd marked so many of them such a different price. So they said, okay, well, you can have the one for $8. This one will be $15, and the other one will be $10. So at least I, you know, got a little bit of a deal there. So this one's a little bit later. This is probably more about the 1910 time frame. Here's the other celery dish I was talking about. They marked it down from 15 to 10. It's also in the sawtooth mold, and it again is a little bit older. There's no mark on this one, and it would be about the 1900 to 1905. I think the favorite of all the ones that I got is this open-handled cake plate. You can see the little handles right there. This has got a leaf mold all the way around, and I spent a lot of time with all my books and online and could not ever come up with a mold. What they did, you know, before they started printing reference books on RS Prussia, is people would come up with a name based on what these little molds were. If it was a lily molded on the edge, or a carnation, or whatever. And then people decided, we'll number the molds. Well, it's very hard for me to remember a number. That number means nothing. So there probably is a number assigned to this. I just am not going to remember, you know, 50 different numbers associated with pattern names. So I love the blue tones. It is not marked. It's another one that's about 1900 to 1905. And for $8, I'm thrilled that the person marking this one for $8 was also marking this one for $8, because That is an incredible deal. The last thing I got is one I love as well. This is a dresser tray, and I'm going to turn it over so you can see that it's got this matte finish. It is not marked, and that's not a chip. That's just schmutz, some of our friends would say. But it's that matte finish, and it's thicker. It's a dresser tray. It would have had other components to it, like a hat pin holder, a covered vanity box, a hair receiver. Maybe someday I can find it. So this is what I spent the most on. It was $18. It's this California poppy design, but it's got these bronze highlights and kind of a satiny kind of finish here along the edge. And I just thought that was so pretty. And I'm not a really big brown apricot kind of person, but I'm really drawn to this California poppy design. I hope you enjoyed all of the finds. I did get out and about this week, and I only found about 4 items. So I'm hoping that the upcoming week, which is not supposed to be rainy, we'll have more garage sales starting as we get toward the end of February, the beginning of March. And I'll be able to find something to show you all. So I hope you enjoyed the RS Prussia. I love getting comments from people. And if you like this type of a video, I would love to get a like from you and a subscription. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.